Hi, this is Mr. Nazarian. Our lesson objective today: I can solve real-world problems involving addition, subtraction, and multiplication of fractions, whole numbers, and mixed numbers. 5th grade standard numbers and fractions A2 and 5th grade standard numbers and fractions B6. In 2 months, Mr. Nazarian's class recycled 8.5 pounds of paper. If they recycled 5 7/8 pounds the first month, how much did they recycle the second month? So as you know, and we've talked about many times, the first thing that we do when we're looking at a word problem is focus in on what's the question. What is that we're trying to solve? And the question is, how much did they recycle the second month? Okay, we're not given that information. We need to solve for that information. But we are given some important information that's going to help us solve this. And that is how much they recycled the first month, and how much they recycled altogether for both of the months. So the information we're given is the first month they recycled 5 7/8 pounds of paper, and that plus the second month, which we're not given, equals the total of both months, which was 8.5 pounds of paper. So knowing that addition and subtraction are inverse operations, if I know that 5 7/8 plus what equals 8.5, then that means 8.5 minus what equals 5 7/8, or 8.5 minus 5 7/8 equals what, which is the second month of recycled paper. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to do subtraction to find the difference, and that's going to give me, and I'm going to do 8.5 minus 5 7/8. Of course, I can't subtract eighths from halves, right? I need to find a common denominator. So I know that 8 is a multiple of 2 and a multiple of 8. So the only question really here then is, how many eighths is 1/2? And I know that 4 is half of 8. So 4/8 is the same as 1/2. So it's the same. This is the same problem here. So we have 8 4/8 minus 5 7/8. And so then if I look, okay, I'm going to subtract the fractions first here. 4/8 minus 7/8, I can't do that, right? Because this is a larger fraction than this. So that means I'm going to have to regroup. I'm going to have to take this 8, remember, means 8 is the same as 7 plus 1. I'm going to take that one whole, and I'm going to regroup it as a fraction in eighths. And 1 whole is how many eighths? Is 8/8, right? So I'm going to take that 8/8, put it together with the 4/8 that I already have, and that's going to give me 12/8. So then I have my 7, because remember I took this 8, broke off one chunk of it, right? I have 1 whole, which I made 8/8, gave it to the fraction of the 4/8 here. So I've got 7 and 12/8 minus 5 7/8. Then I'm just going to subtract away. So I've got 12/8 minus 7/8 gives me 5/8. And then over in the whole column here, I've got 7 minus 5 is 2. So the answer is the second month they recycled 2 5/8 pounds of paper. Next problem. A bottle of soda had 3 3/9 grams of sugar in it. If Ty drank 2 full bottles and 1/2 of a bottle, how many grams of sugar did he drink? Okay, I'm going to have you go ahead and solve this on your own. Go for it. Okay, so again, we got to know what kind of math are we doing here, right? Let's go ahead and look at the question. So how many grams of sugar did he drink, right? And we know that he drank 2 full bottles and 1/2, so that's the same as 2 1/2, right? 2 1/2 bottles. And we know that in each bottle there were 3 3/9 grams of sugar. So we got 3 3/9 grams of sugar times 1 for 1 bottle, 3 3/9 grams of sugar 2 times for 2 bottles, and then 3 3/9 grams of sugar half of that, right? So that means that we're going to be using multiplication, right? Because it's half of this and 2 of this, right? So we're going to go ahead and show what it looks like as using the area model. And so I broke up that 3 3/9, 3 3/9, and 2 1/2, 2 and 1/2, multiplied over here and got this section. So 2 times 3 equals 6. 3.5 equals 3 halves, which is the same as 1 half, or 1.5, excuse me. 3 ninths times 2 is 6 ninths. And 1 half times 3 ninths equals 3/18. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to add all those parts up, right? So I've got the 6 and the 1 1/2 and 6 ninths and 3/18. Of course, I can't add the fractional parts. I can't add halves and ninths and 18ths. I have to make them the same, right? Same denominator. So 1/2. So I know that all of them go into 18. So 1/2 is the same as 9/18. 6 ninths is the same as 12/18 because I just multiplied numerator and then denominator by 2. So that gave me 12/18. So then I did 9 plus 12 plus 3 gave me 24/18. 6 plus 1 gave me 7. But the fractional part of this mixed number, this 24/18, is an improper fraction. 24/18 is the same as 1 whole and 6/18, right? Because 18/18 is the 1 whole, and then the difference between 24 and 18 is 6. So I've got 1 and 6/18 here. So that means that 7 and then the 1 and 6/18 is going to give me 8 and 6/18. We can reduce this, but we can work on that later. It would be 8 and 1/3. All right, we'll work more on that tomorrow. See you then. Bye.